This one is the Masdevallia Haiti Golden Gate. Somebody asked me if I make a video on the culture and how to grow it and things like that, and I will if I know what I'm doing, and I really don't know what I'm doing in growing this thing here, because this is the first time I'm growing, and somebody talked me into growing, and by far is the most stressful plant to grow. And this is the flower spike on it, and seems like it's still dropping the old leaf, and the new leaf will grow. What's a new leaf? Is the one that will grow flower spike. I only see one flower spike out of this, but this is growing a lot of new shoot like that, and roots. And it can be, if you let it dry, like let's see, like this one right there. I let it too dry, and it's growing something like that. And when I let it too dry, it just go dry. But the root is still there. See, the root is still there. But once I start getting more, give it more moisture, it start growing that one out of that. So in a way, it's pretty forgiving if it's not completely die on by your lack of water. And this is growing new roots there. But it needs very cold temperature, and it just basically it want to stay 60 or below. And if you let it get too warm, it will die. If you get it too dry, it will die. And if you let it too wet, it will die too. So it's what they call cloud orchid. And if you let it too wet, too long, you get fungi and things like that. So I'm still learning how to grow it. And if maybe in spring, if I get any bloom out of this, but this one is promising. This have a lot of roots coming, and then one flower spike that I can see. And this one is the copper angel. Now, if you really want you live in quite a cold climate area, and you really have to have a Masdevallia in your life, I suggest getting this one. This one is a lot less stressful to grow, and it's look, I have a lot of new leaf growing there. And it's when I first showed this, it was in a 4-inch pot, and I think only stress I get is a lot of roots growing in here from the new growth. And let's see, where's that flower spike that Peter? This is, okay, this one right here. This is, if I can get it focused. The flower spike kind of grow out of the base of it. Okay. There's a pointed thing coming out. And I thought I saw a few of them. But this is very there's a lot of new leaf and new roots there. But it was in a 4-inch pot, a plastic pot, and it was That's only time I see it. Stress is kind of overgrown. It is stress start dropping leaf, and if you let it to dry, look at all this new growth. If you let it to dry, those leaves will blast. I lost a lot because when it get too big, I move it into the clay pot, and clay pot will dry a lot faster than the plastic pot because it's the porosity of the clay pot. And so I have to learn how to water this again, and I guess the plant have to learn how to live in the clay pot, adjust itself, and so I let it to dry, and then a lot of this new growth that coming up start to dry up and blast. And once I start to learn the level of water that I need to water it, start to it's put out new growth. It's very forgiving. As long as you don't, it's still alive, it will come back. And if you have to give the condition of it, I will make a video on how I care for this, probably in spring when I start getting bloom and all this plant will be alive. I think this one will, Copper Angel will, because it's pretty easy to take care of. Let me show you my baby path collection here. I just fixed them warm. This has a heating pad underneath it. Keep them warm so they can grow. These 6 are can't even pronounce. Delinati is a Vietnam species. They grow very fast, and this is the pink. They have the white color and the pink color. This is the pink. Supposed to be can have multi-spike and multi-bloom, and I'm not. I have to see it to believe it. So, and these 2 here, this one and this one I'm not sure. It may not, it come in same compote, but I hope it will survive. I don't know, it hasn't do much growth like this one. This one is this grow a lot, and this is path. Well, you can read it yourself. And these 2 are the same, and those are, this has multi-bloom. And this one, the ad one, I bought it and I divide it up with some friend, and I just keep just the one. This is path. This is what they call the red brain. It's pretty big, and it's growth nice, probably about a year or 2 from blooming. And this is also, I divided the compote with some friend, I just kept one. This is a Pinocchio album. Now back here, these 4 here, these are the same. These are Philippines path. Its album is multi-bloom, several bloom in one spike. Now these 3 here, they are the same. Now, some of this is kind of like this. It's not. It was damaged in the shipping, and the same as this. It's not doing anything since I got that one. It's damaged, but it looks like it's going to survive. Now the person that sell me this, he replacing it. He sent me another compote. This is so. I don't think this 2 is going to make it. It's basically when it damaged not only the leaf but the roots until you see the new growth coming on top like that. You know, this one is grow. This is the new replacement. Then you know the root is okay. But a lot of time when they have also damaged roots, and it just stay there, it's not going to grow until eventually it just dry up and die. And this one is act like it was growing a little bit, but then this leaf died back. So. But it was really damaged when they deliver, and you can see this one is just the leaf was damaged. But this one is new growth, so it should be okay. Thank you for watching.